Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of House of Sports podcast. I am your boy Dwayne. I'm here with my guys Smooth, Chubbs, Joe. This episode we'll be recapping the NFL season and the Super Bowl, giving you our top 10 at quarterback and receivers going into next year. Also discussing the questionable call at the end of the Super Bowl, and also discussing who outplayed who. Before we get started, a few housekeeping things. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on this episode. Make sure you guys go ahead, and if you're on any of the audio platforms, you download the episode. If you're on audio, you go to video, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. If you're on video, go down to the audio, download the episode. Know where to find us, House of Sports on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you're new here, HD Sports Podcast. Here. So hopefully you guys like us if you're new here, and if you're old, we appreciate you for coming through and listening each and every week, man. Before we get started, Smooth and Chubbs and Joe, y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people?
Before we get started, I just want to make one thing clear. I am not a Jalen Hurts hater. Just want to make that out there. Okay. That's all.
I don't care what y'all think. Y'all think I hate everybody, so let's continue that going on.
Oh, my God.
All right, man, let's go ahead and get into the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs played. Chiefs win 38-35. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. He goes 21 for 27, 3 TDs. Jalen Hurts also played a really good game, went for 27 out of 38 passes, 304 yards, a touchdown, and also gave you 3 touchdowns on the ground as well with 70 yards. So we all know there was a questionable call at the end of the game. Well, depending on who you asked if the call was questionable or not. So I want to ask you guys first, was the call questionable? And do you think the game should have ended based on that penalty?
I guess I'll start. I don't think it was a questionable call. I think it was the correct call at the end of the day. Because if you go back and look at the play frame by frame, and if you even zoom it out, the player clearly held the jersey. Even if it was just a quick tug, he impeded Juju's break and speed out of his route enough where Juju wasn't able to go and actually, even if the pass, people were saying the pass was overthrown, it wasn't catchable. That's because Juju got held. If Juju doesn't get held, he's actually has in a position to make a play, I believe. Now, I see, a lot of people have different opinions. That situation, you can't call that. Let's track back 3-4 years ago. Saints-Rams game. The NFL missed the call, and one team didn't get to go to the championship because of that call. Yes, there's no about it. They got a call wrong.
No, I'm talking about that's not the reason why they didn't go to the championship, but they did get a call.
Well, that was a big play in the game.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if they don't call it, and then Harrison Butker goes out, kicks a field goal, and misses it? Big fucking ordeal there. They're like, oh my God, NFL missed a call again. I get the circumstance of the game. You never want to see a penalty result in the W because that's realistically what happened. But at the end of the day, he held Juju Smith-Schuster. If he didn't hold Juju Smith-Schuster, it was 6 points. At the very least, it was a first down for the Chiefs, and then it would have been wraps there. So I get everybody has their ass up in the air because of the circumstance. You guys didn't get a chance to go down and tie the game. I get it. But at the end of the day, James Bradbury, the guy that the penalty was called on, came out and admitted, he said, yeah, I tugged the jersey. I hope the ref didn't call it, but he called it. So there shouldn't really be controversy in it because at the end of the day, it was the correct call. So That's all I gotta say. The refs got it right. Like I don't know why people had their ass up in the air about it. It was the right call.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, hands down, it was the right call. He held him. He impeded his progress. Whether he would have caught the ball or not is irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, he held him. They threw the flag. I think everybody is just so like they losing their mind over it because it was such a good game and they knew that play was going to come down to a field goal. Nobody wanted to see that the game end on a field goal after the team's going back and forth scoring. But at the end of the day, he was beat. And I think earlier in the game, something like that would have happened. It wouldn't have been a big deal. But the fact that it happened, late in the game is a big reason as to why, everybody's trying to question it. But there's no question about it. It was a PI. I play DB and everybody knows, he was beat. He grabbed him, even if it was for a slight second. Probably hope the ref didn't see it. But I think the flag came in late because Patty pointed it out more so than anything. I feel like they may have let it slide, but when he made a big deal about it, that's when he threw the flag. But regardless, it definitely was the right call. Sucks that the game had to end on that, but yeah, it was the right call.
Joe?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with everybody. I mean, blatant holding call. I'll be honest, I'm okay with how the game ended. I think because obviously this whole season has been talking about refs ending the games and everybody just hate to see a flag, but at the end of the day, it came down to same thing that happened to the Bengals: discipline, bro. Discipline, and when I mean discipline, obviously in your technique and the way you play, your eyes, and all sort of stuff. So he did the holding call. Honestly, I think that's probably the best move for him to do, because if he didn't, that was a touchdown. And with 3 points, I mean, and again, I at that point, do you let? I know they were going to let him score, but they weren't going to let him score until after that penalty, I believe, because I think they were still trying to get stops. So, I mean, yeah, it sucks. Guy made a mistake. He owned up to it. That's fine. And I wasn't upset how the game ended. Game ended how it was supposed to, man. Sometimes you look at the numbers, and sometimes you also got to look at how the game was played as well. So, yeah, I don't think the call was so controversial. I think people were just upset because there was a lot of Eagles fans, and you know how Eagle fans are. So,
Yeah, I think I'm glad that Roland Green said it was the right call. He didn't hold him once, but he held him twice. And I don't think it would have been a touchdown, Joe, because I think Juju would have got down, and then Jalen Hurts never gets the ball back at any point at all. So, because if he gets that, he's going to drop down in bounds, and the time is going to keep going, keep clicking, and then they're going to kick the field goal.
But the way that ball was in the
The
end
ball
zone.
was in the end zone.
So that was going to be a touchdown.
But see, what happened was he was going to throw the initial whip route where he was going to be open, and so he would have caught it. But once he held him, he turned it into a wheel route to make it work. But at the end of the day, it's like you had said, bad discipline. And that was kind of the theme of the Eagles' in defense in the red zone, especially, was discipline wasn't there, and they got bit. So I'm glad we're on agreement there, but I don't think we're going to be in agreement on this one. Who outplayed who? And we're talking about the quarterbacks in this Super Bowl right now. And I want to start with Smooth.
I would definitely say that Jalen Hurts had the better game. And that's just because I don't know. I just think he played very, very well. I'm not saying Patty Mahomes didn't play very, very well. I think they both played extremely well. But I think it was more so.
Actually, before I cut you off, let me switch the question. No, I'm gonna add it. So, who had a better game and who was more impressive?
Well, if you ask that question, I mean, I think all four of us should say the same thing. Who was more impressive would be Jalen Hurts, because that's what we would expect from the MVP. in Patrick Mahomes. We expect him to win. I kind of knew in my gut, even though I picked the Eagles to win, I knew it was going to be a high-scoring game. I knew it was going to come down to the offense. Whoever had the ball last in a sense, and that's kind of what happened. But I think Jalen Hurts had the better game overall. I think he was able to manage the clock very well on offense, keep Patty off the field, Patty and that offense off the field, because we saw that after halftime, bro, Andy Reid made adjustments, and them boys were scoring on every single drive on the best defense in the league, or the top whatever defense in the league. And it really didn't matter. But in doing that, I think Jalen was still able to lead the offense, in an efficient manner. Neither quarterbacks got sacked. Neither quarterbacks do interceptions. He got sacked?
It was like a hit shot scramble where he stepped up bounds.
Well, I'm saying he wasn't just getting dropped in the pocket. They was pressuring him. He was getting out of the pocket, throwing the ball away. He was making the right play, managing the clock very, very well. I know y'all gonna touch on that fumble that he had, which was big in a sense, but at the same time, from my perspective, I don't think that it affected the game to a point where the Eagles still weren't in a position to win. And I say that because it's not like when he just fumbled the ball. Like, he didn't get hit. He dropped the ball.
He Jameis Winston.
He dropped the ball, scoop and score. But at that moment, it was before halftime, and then that score tied the game. And then the next drive, he came back, scored. Defense got to stop. And then ultimately, they were up by 10 points going into halftime. Like I said, after halftime, Andy Reid made adjustments, something I feel like Nick Sirianni did not do. And it came back and bit him. Jalen Hurts. I know one thing that we talked about on previous podcasts, we talked about how, like, quarterbacks, for example, the Lamar and Philly, the Lamar and Miami game, how Miami made a run. And we was talking about how Lamar wasn't able to score more than 3 points. But at the same time, your defense got to get stops. I mean, I feel like the Eagles weren't not getting stops. However, Jalen and the offense were still putting up points. May not have been on every single drive, but it wasn't any more than what they were doing in the first half on offense. So I think he did very, very well. I think he did enough to win that game, and it just ultimately came down to the defense. And I think that we're going to overlook Jalen's performance for Patty Mahomes' performance, because Patty ultimately won. And his coach put him in a better position to win because of the adjustments that he made on defense. They start pressuring Jalen more, and that's why he was running the ball so much. So I think both quarterbacks played phenomenal, but I would expect that from Patty. But I really think that Jalen kind of showed us, kind of silenced most of the critics from this game, honestly, because I know we were saying that, he has the team. Well, his team didn't really do nothing too much. And I mean, from my perspective, his team as a whole didn't really produce like how we expected them to produce. But I say his team as in like the defense. His offense was moving, and he was definitely at the reins. So yeah, I would give it to Jalen.
Wi-Fi, which means your smart home.
What the hell is
This
that?
is so smart.
Yeah, I would give it to Jalen.
What the hell was that? Was that Wayne?
No idea, Wayne. But
yeah, that was me. I was looking at something.
Oh man.
Yeah, you hit everything kind of on the head. If we're saying who had the better game and who had the more impressive game, if we're putting it into two questions, I agree. I'm more impressed with what I saw from Jalen. But the person with the better game is the one that made zero mistakes. Patty Mahomes didn't make no mistakes in this game. Yeah, the fumble happened early, and I can see what you're saying. Like, they still had 10-point lead going to half, but that was still big momentum point in the game. One thing I'm impressed with was how poised Jalen was. Jalen was making the throws, but I will say, those deep passes were not as great as people were saying. He threw them things into double coverage. AJ Brown made a great play on one of them. The other two were in coverage and they weren't completed. Now the pass to the sides, he was on point. By the numbers, that one pass threw into triple coverage, that was a nice pass. I don't think it was catch, but he threaded in that little space to Goddard. Now that was a pretty ball. But if based off that question, I gotta give the better performer to the guy that was out there on one leg, and he wasn't touched at all. Was out there scrambling.
Put some respect on Orlando Brown's name, Chubbs.
He did good. He did good. I gotta give respect to Orlando. He held his own. I'm happy for him, honestly. Like that's a Maryland guy. You know, he's from the area.
This is crazy. Now the switch up. Now you have
no. I mean, that was last year when he left. I was upset with him last year because he should have just thugged it out his whole rest of the contract instead of leaving. That's all I'm saying. You know.
You see what happened when you don't thug it out? You won the Super Bowl.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm saying he got some playoff wins. He wasn't getting that.
But last year he was rough. This year he actually stepped up for Patty and protected him. So I'll give him his props. He played a really good game yesterday. But one thing I will say is the defense definitely disappointed and let down Jalen. And it just proves was Ayuk right. Ayuk was talking all that noise about them DBs are not as good as people are saying they are. And
I pressing caution with that because receivers had a catch until the second half.
But I'm saying in the second half, Wayne and Joey and DL for a fact because they're DBs. If you get beat one time on a whip route and the guy's wide open and walks in the end zone, you're cautious to the whip route. After a second time, I'm definitely cautious. A third time, that's unacceptable.
Well, Juju route was different than the other routes.
But it was still a whip route.
Masterful scheming. They lulled them to sleep with the jet motions over and over again, and then they did it especially like the one to Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore. Those are the guys that get the jet motions and going motions and everything. So it was just a wonderful scheme by Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy.
They still schemed it. That third play to Juju. Juju was the slot receiver. There was a guy that I think he was going middle. He was clearing out the sideline.
Yeah.
So it was still a variation of clearing out and doing a whip route to an open sideline. That's all I'm saying. So it was similar but different. Absolutely.
I can't say their DBs are not good, bro.
I'm not saying they're not good, but they're not. They didn't show up like I thought they were going to show up.
And let's be real. Watching the entire game, Darius Slay was barely targeted.
He was quiet. I didn't hear his name one time.
He was quiet because they didn't throw the ball his way.
Yeah.
The only person that was really balling was Juju, and Juju came alive in the second half. So I can't really say. And Kelsey, obviously, he's a no-brainer. He's going to ball. But Juju was balling in the second half. So I can't really say their DBs was like – again,
hey.
Eric, I said
Andy Reid and Eric.
Andy Reid, I'm sorry. Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, perfect script for second half.
Mm-hmm.
They scored on every possession.
Perfect script. Like they killed it. Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, Juju, everybody on that team executed perfectly. I disagree with both of you guys. I think Patrick Mahomes had the better day, and I think Patrick Mahomes was the most impressive.
Let's go, Joe. guy knows ball.
But I am not taking that away from Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts still played amazing. I see Patrick Mahomes being more impressive because not only was he playing on one leg, but he didn't turn the ball over, and he also played against one of the best defenses in the league. Also not giving up a sack, not turning the ball over, and also when it came down to the big play at the end of the game, he risked it. Think about it. He risked his injury, but he put it all on the line to make that play. For his team to get in position, and he played everything perfectly, man. So Patrick Mahomes was that. I think he won that game, and I had a feeling this game was going to come down to scoring a lot. A lot of teams are going to be scoring points because Kansas City couldn't stop the Eagles. Eagles couldn't stop Kansas City. I know it's going to just come down to them scoring a lot of points, and it's going to come down to who took care of the ball. That fumble, it wasn't like it was caused by a tackle. It wasn't caused by a strip.
I think Nick Bolton was there.
He was there, but the ball...
He dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball.
He was trying to switch hands mid-tackle.
He dropped the ball. Huge mistake. And I think if we talk about, putting it into the game, that play was huge. That's probably one of the biggest plays in the game because it's a defensive touchdown. You didn't have to put the ball back in. You just gave Mahomes free points. That's the one thing you don't want to do is give Mahomes free points. Defense scores a touchdown. You come back instead of going down the field being up either up being up 10 or being up 14.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Yeah, Mahomes might get the ball back, but you're going to get the ball back and score again. You have a better lead. You have a better. Yes, they still end up being up by 10 by the end of the second half. But what if they were up by 17 at the end of the first half, right? So that's a whole different ball game. We're looking at a whole different game, especially with how they can run the ball effectively because the QB draw was crazy. Freaking how many times that they did a QB sneak. So they were able to control the clock. You look at the time of possession, they almost double Kansas City time. So if they don't fumble that ball, the higher chance is probably an 80% chance that, I wouldn't say 80, but the chances go up a little bit higher of them winning that game. So I think that play was huge. But yeah, I'm almost done, Chubb. So, but pretty much I think Patrick Mahomes just had the better game. I think playing against that defense and being able to, he didn't throw for 200 yards, but he threw for 3 touchdowns. And he had a big play to finish the game. He did it. He did what exactly was supposed to do to win. Unfortunately for Jalen Hurts, one mistake can cost you the game.
So just for clarification, you say Patty had the better game because Jalen fumbled the ball?
I think Patty had a better game because he was playing versus a better defense, and he was also playing on one leg that we can clearly see during the game.
But
he also did not turn the ball over. So that does play a factor into Jalen Hurts.
Here's my issue with that injury thing.
And also Jalen Hurts also has the better offensive line as well. So I just want to put that in there.
Here's my issue with this injury thing.
Their offense. But...
He was out there playing. He was out there scrambling. So we can't be double-sided as to, he was hurt. He was hurt.
Bro, did you not
He decided to play. I saw it.
It doesn't matter if he decided. That's still more impressive, though.
It's not impressive when you decide. I'm not going to say – I'm saying it's impressive because
you play football. High ankle sprains.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. It's the Super Bowl game. We are expecting him to play regardless. If he just simply can't go, I understand. He's too hurt to play. He was not too hurt to a point where he was out there and still running around scrambling. So let's not baby him because he was playing on an injury. Let's say he played well, but not. Let's not add
babying though.
Because the thing is,
I think
my issue is this. No, I'm not missing anything because my issue is if they were to lose, the narrative would be, well, Patrick Mahomes was hurt, and I know y'all would say that. That's 100% fact, bro. If they were to lose that game, the narrative would be, well, Patrick Mahomes wasn't completely healthy. So let's keep that same energy for when he wins. He played phenomenal. I'm not saying he did not, by no means. But don't give it another. Well, he was hurt, so that means that's kind of like that's
kind of what? That's kind of what? That's not two-sided. Hold on. Wait, give me a second.
You know, ESPN put out a headline a week before the game saying that Hurts was dealing with lingering issues in something, right? You know that, right? So they were giving him his out if he lost the game.
Facts. So they both played hurt.
But the thing is, hold
on.
There was a headline on ESPN.
Hold on.
Nobody talked about Jalen Hurts being hurt.
How can we not say this as a good thing when it's a clear high ankle sprain? He clearly hold on, wait.
That's what I'm about to say. He re-agitated coming into the game. He wasn't talking about. He was playing basketball in warm-ups, bro.
But it doesn't matter. He came back into the game and willed his team being down 10 to win versus the number 1 defense in the league. So how is that not impressive with a guy coming in and he's hurt? No. You said it wasn't impressive not being hurt. He was hurt. We cannot take that away from him.
Yes, you can, bro.
Why do we have to take that away from him?
Because the same way that y'all would say he lost because he played. That's what I'm saying. He played.
So what he played? The fact that he played is still impressive. That's the best thing about it.
It's not like he was playing and wasn't doing any. Like he was just standing in the pocket because he couldn't run. The dude was running around and scrambling.
That is more impressive because
so obviously he wasn't hurt to a point where he could not run like sprint. That's what I'm saying.
How are you talking about this and you played football? When you act like you've been hurt, you're running around, you act like you don't feel it, but you feel it, but you keep moving because you want to win the game. That's impressive. How are you talking? Come on.
He's still playing to
it doesn't matter, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt him.
It's an ankle. It's an ankle. I didn't say it didn't hurt him, but don't baby him because he's playing.
No one's babying him. I am calling the man.
So stop adding that in there. He played phenomenal because he's Patrick Mahomes.
He played phenomenal
because he's the league MVP.
I'm calling him a champ I call him a champ because champs come out and do it even when they're hurt and they perform at a very high level, and he still won. That's you're adding
to your criteria, bro.
What you mean?
That's another thing.
I didn't say superstar because I say he's a champ. I say he's a champ because he is a champ. He has 2 Super Bowls. He just
championship pedigree.
Is he not a champ?
Another Michael Jordan flu game. Okay, I understand.
That's what champs do.
Go ahead, Wayne.
That's what LeBron did it. What is going on here? Hold on. This man is getting mad because he was hurt and he still balled. And
I'm not getting mad because he's hurt.
There was a report a week ago that he was still having lingering issues with it.
So what he played hurt. He played hurt and won. That's impressive. That's impressive.
He played.
Don't hate.
And he played well.
Man.
He played and he played well.
Well, he played phenomenal.
Because he's Patrick Mahomes.
He played phenomenal.
That's it.
DL, you don't want us to give us an extra bonus because he was hurt. But
I don't. That's
he
weak.
Was hurt.
Well,
because
I'm giving it to him.
But that's not my basis for this. Let me go.
I mean, I'm just hold on. Let me say one last thing because we're not gonna discredit the fact that Jalen came back from an extra game of being hurt. He played because this team was one game. He wanted to clinch, so he came back early from his injury and was playing.
He was still playing, bro.
He still was hurt. We said he was hurt as well, playing in the Super Bowl.
Nobody was talking.
They weren't really talking about it. They were talking about it.
Hey, he looked when he threw that end of the game pass.
His injury wasn't as visible. His injury wasn't as visible as Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes' injury wasn't as visible until he retweaked it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, it doesn't matter because he tweaked it. He tweaked it before the first half. And in the second half, he came out with 13 for 14, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns scored on every drive. So that's why it's impressive.
It was scrambling.
It's so impressive.
How hurt was he if he was running around?
Let me tell you. Hold on, wait, Joe. So on a high ankle sprain, it hurts when you have to cut left and right.
I know.
He wasn't having to cut. He was just going up the field. When he was running that first run that he did, We saw him tippy-toeing. What is he doing?
He was running
not the end of the game one, the one before that on the sideline. He was tippy-toeing.
So he was running multiple times. Scrambling around.
He ran twice.
Bro, if you were on the chat, you heard me. I said, "Go, Patty! No, Patty! No, Patty! No, Patty! No, Patty! Go,
He
Patty!
was
Go,
literally
Patty!"
tippy-toeing. Literally tippy-toeing.
Oh, bro, it hurt.
Patrick Mahomes was more impressive to me because the degree of difficulty. That defense was better than the Kansas City defense. Kansas City defense had 4 rookies starting on that defense, and those were the guys that were getting abused. Watson and McDuffie, the main guys getting abused by Jalen Hurts. He was exposing the rookies. There was no rookies to expose on the Philadelphia Eagles. It was just Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid dicing them apart. The more impressive thing to me is that they only had the ball for 24 minutes and they scored 38 points. So it doesn't matter if you try to play keep away from Patrick Mahomes, he still can put up 31 points on you. Defense scoring nothing.
I'm glad you said it, Wayne. Why didn't they try? I mean, you saw they were balanced, but you have the time possession. Why not run the ball more?
Who, the Chiefs?
The Eagles.
Well, the Eagles, the only
they
runs
were trying
that
to
were
pass
working
more. You know what I mean?
No, because the only runs that were working for the Eagles were the Jalen Hurts runs.
Correct.
Where they would go into spread formation, and then it'll just be a hat on a hat. But when they try to run with their running backs, that's kind of where it didn't work at all. Jalen Hurts had 70 yards on 15 rushes. The running backs have 40 yards on like 12 rushes.
Miles Sanders had probably his worst game of his career.
Miles Sanders didn't get the ball as much.
He fumbled the first play, and then fumbled again when
he got lit.
And then fumbled again when he got hit.
Well, the first play.
Hold on, Jalen set him up on that.
Yeah, he definitely set him up.
That was 5 years ago. That nigga's in the hospital.
Facts. Jalen set him up. He put the helmet. He put the shit right on the ball. Like that's not his fault.
He didn't fumble, DL. It was incomplete.
He made a play, a ball carrier move. Come on.
That's it.
I mean,
Jalen Hurts played phenomenal though. This was probably the best quarterback. This is the best Super Bowl I've seen between quarterbacks, where each quarterback played phenomenal in my lifetime. I haven't seen a Super Bowl where both quarterbacks wasn't like getting carried by. It was a battle between both quarterbacks. And that's why it was impressive. Jalen Hurts is definitely impressive. He definitely proved to me that he was a top 2 QB this year. When you take the whole totality of the season, regular season and postseason, he's top 2 Chubbs. Don't shake your head. He proved it with his play in the Super Bowl.
Oh man, you was arguing with me a couple weeks ago.
That was last week.
Okay,
I was just talking regular season. And now I'm putting it in totality. What, Swoog? What?
I'm just looking at how many yards the Chiefs had almost 200, not almost 200, but 160 yards rushing, bro. That was the problem.
Yeah, I said it in the podcast that Isaiah Pacheco would play a huge role because last time they won, Darrell Williams played a huge role, and that's what happened. They were able to run the ball effectively to slow down that pass rush, the best pass rush in the league, and that was slowed down. That's why the Chiefs ended up winning. They balanced. They ran the ball 26 times, threw the ball 27.
Too many, and also too many penalties.
Yeah, key penalties. Key penalties. Yeah. So
it came down to man.
Quez Walker's dropped a bomb in the middle of the field too. I mean, it's
Jalen Hurts. Some of the people did let him down as well.
Of course, man. He played phenomenal, man. It takes a team to lose, so I think they lost in 3 facets of the game: that penalty, the punt return, and the fumble. Yep. Those 3 things made them lose the game. That's how I see. And easy offense.
That fumble, people are downplaying that fumble.
Yeah.
That fumble was huge. Let me tell you why. They were driving down the field. You don't fumble, like Joey said, you either get a field goal or touchdown out of it.
That's not
matter.
I said that's not necessarily true because it's not like the Chiefs weren't making them punt from time to time.
They only made them punt in the second half. They punted, bro. They punted twice in
the first half.
Nobody punted in the first half,
bro.
Nobody punted in the first half.
Kansas City punted in the first half.
And the Eagles punted in the first half, bro.
Kansas City did because that's how they got that ball back.
Kansas City punted in the first half.
They got one stop in the first half.
They got one.
Because I don't think the
That's how I got
Eagles
to 10
punted until the
points.
second half.
No, because they kept on going for it on third down to make it
shorter.
The Eagles did not punt in the
Well,
first
first
half.
half.
They lost the ball.
They punted twice in the second
Eagles
half.
punted when it was 7-7, and they went down and missed the field goal. They punted on their second drive, bro.
Oh, all right.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not. It was a good scoring, but I'm saying I feel like it played a role, but it didn't play a significant role to where
it does the momentum of the game.
That's a hypothetical, because also you can say that if
momentum
Kansas City,
hypothetical?
because if Kansas City makes that field goal that they missed, that's them being down 10-7. They didn't play from behind the whole game into the second half, bro.
That plays a role in things.
But I'm saying the fumble happened after the missed field goal, correct?
Yeah. I know. I'm saying
right. So,
if we're kind of speaking hypothetically, because you're saying if he doesn't fumble, they go down. That's hypothetical, saying that they go down and score. Maybe.
Even if he punts the ball, wait, hold on.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Even if he punts the ball, they give the defense a chance to get a stop instead of giving up points.
I know.
If he would have just fumbled and they didn't score,
that's a 14-point swing.
But they gave up points with the fumble, so that's a big play, bro. Because if you're
so why we not? So I'm just saying, why we're not talking about the missed field goal being because they won.
We was going to say that we were in the party saying that's going to come back and bite them in the ass.
That's what and when we missed the field goal, I said they couldn't lose because they missed that field goal. You got to take every point that you get. Mm-hmm. So and at this point, we was like, shit, don't even trust the kicker. Just go for 2. I was saying. I
just feel like it happened early enough in the game for it to not be that much of a.
But that's a key point.
On top of them going into halftime up 10. On top of
but imagine going
Kansas
up 13. Going to the half up 13 or up 17. You're in better situation.
If they don't get that fumble recover, if that touchdown doesn't happen, and they go down and score and they get a stop, they could be up by more than 10 points at half.
Correct, man. It's what I'm saying. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game, man.
But we talking ifs now. We talking ifs.
Ultimately, Smooth, you are right. The defense let Jalen Hurts down.
Of course.
Yeah. Defense.
The Kansas City Chiefs scored on every possession. They only had 4 possessions in the second half.
I don't know what Vic Fangio helped.
And then the special teams give up a 65-yard punt return. Like, come on, bro.
That was just beautiful blocking. If you go back and watch, there's a clip.
Missed tackles.
No. Go back and look at Pat McAfee tweeted the end zone view, and they had a wall. They had a wall.
But after the missed tackle, Tony set it up beautifully for them. Yeah.
They had a wall.
They did, but like.
He could have scored on that.
Them boys wasn't in their lanes, man.
They had a wall.
In their lanes.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, man. We have a question here. Is Kelsey the greatest tight end
ever? I'm going to actually say yes. And you might be thinking I'm crazy, but I think it's yes, because he's the only tight end that's close to Jerry Rice's postseason touchdowns, receiving touchdowns.
No, not the only tight end. He's
the
only receiving option.
Oh, no.
He's the only receiving option close to Jerry Rice.
There's a couple there.
No. Like he passed receivers.
So So strictly off of that, I mean, I'm leaning towards yes.
I'm still gonna say no. Reason why I'm gonna say no, it's because what he's done with Patrick Mahomes in the last 5 years. I don't think I've ever seen Tony Gonzalez have somebody like that. And he was
doing the same things with he was balling with Alex Smith, Joe. He was balling with Alex Smith. But
Tony Gonzalez, who was his quarterback?
Matt Ryan and Trent Green. Matt Ryan was slinging it to him.
I mean, Matt Ryan isn't.
No, Matt Ryan was Matt Ryan around that time. He wasn't.
But he's not Patrick Mahomes, though.
I get that, but it's Matt Ryan, Matty Ice,
and Alex Smith is proved. And Alex Smith at Kansas City, that offense when Alex was over there,
before Alex got hurt, that team was a 10-win team.
They were doing their thing with Alex over there, but so I can see, but I don't know, man. I'm still have Tony Gonzalez at 1. I always had Kelsey at 2. I had him passing Gronk. Maybe if he beats Jerry Rice's record, I'll probably put him 1. But
he probably will. He's playing
right now,
as long as Patrick is.
Right now, at this point, he's still at 2 for me.
The Kansas City Chiefs have the greatest quarterback and greatest tight end ever played in the team.
I knew you were going to say that.
Travis Kelce easily. When you take postseason and regular season and just being a guy that's receiving threat that just literally cannot be stopped, double team. The Eagles were double teaming him, and he still had 6 catches for 80 yards in the tutty. Like, when the ball is thrown and it's going to Kelce, we're all yelling, why is he open? Like, why is no one by him? He's literally unguardable. And that's just, it's ridiculous, man. I just haven't been the best.
I didn't know he played quarterback back in the day in his time. They say he played quarterback, and that's how he knows to find the windows.
Yeah, his brother played running back.
That's crazy.
That makes sense.
That is crazy.
Jason Kelce was a walk-on running back at the University of Cincinnati.
And became a center. That's insane. That's insane.
That's lit. It makes sense. It makes sense, though.
Theo, do you agree?
Well, him being the best tight end all the time?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll give him the 1 up over Gronk when he wins 1 more. Honestly,
what if he doesn't and he breaks all the records?
I mean, it's not just.
Why does a championship make him?
I mean, because I'm not going to say, because if he wins 1 more, he'll still only have 3 to Gronk's 4. But I mean, we're not going to go there.
But why are we bringing championships into a receiver tight end?
Because he's a tight end. And he's a tight end, and he's the only target for them. So, I mean, what else?
So why is Jerry Rice so high on your list with no Super Bowl wins?
Because Jerry Rice is
not Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. Why is Randy Moss so high on your receiver list with no Super Bowl wins?
Same reason why Calvin Johnson is one of the best receivers. All you had to do is throw his hand up.
You're talking about records and stats.
I'm talking about record stats and ability.
Travis Kelce has all that.
And so does Gronk. I mean, so does Gronk.
What if he beats his records, though? Which he
might
already be there.
I said I'll give him if he gets either or, if he gets another ring, or if he breaks all the records. Again, you got him playing with the best quarterback of our generation, or of this current generation.
The only stat that Gronk has over is Kelce's touchdowns.
I'm not just going straight up.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. They only got 1 over him.
But like you said, I don't really recall a lot of times, and like you just said, Travis Kelce be open a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see a time where Gronk wasn't fully covered, triple covered, and still just taking the ball off. Gronk was just a big target, and he was just dominating. Of course, he had Brady. Not going to discredit that fact, but it's kind of the same. Patty and Kelce are the new era of Brady and Gronk. And I mean, they got the numbers, they got the rings to prove it. Patty and Kelce are on their way to do the same thing. So I mean, I'm not about to sit up here and discredit that.
Talent-wise, accolade-wise, it's the same. Talent-wise, it's not close.
I mean, when you say talent-wise, I mean
that Patrick Mahomes is a way better talent than Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, because obviously he's more versatile. Obviously, but the job of a quarterback is to put the ball in the air and let your receiver go get it, or your target go get it. So,
remember when you be picking quarterbacks.
Man, I'm not just. I just can't be. I can't be recent. But I mean, I have given Patrick Mahomes his flowers. I've said he was the best quarterback last year, probably year before that. But the only person I have put over him was Tom Brady. So I mean, I think them two can definitely change my mind in the near future, even with less rings than Brady and Gronk. So yeah, he's well on his way to be the best tight end to ever play the game.
All right, man. Let's just talk about this NFL honors to see if we got any snubs. So comeback player of the year, Geno Smith. Coach of the year, Brian Dable. Offensive rookie of the year, Garrett Wilson. Defensive rookie of the year, Sauce Gardner. Offensive player of the year, Jay Jettis. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa. MVP, Patty Mahomes. That's got any gripes with anybody that won their awards?
I'm good with everybody but Geno.
Who do you think should have won over Geno?
Saquon should have had, like I said, I think it's an injury. You come back from an injury. Geno just came back from the bench.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, you don't think that's you don't think
crazy.
that's more impressive though? Because we already expected Saquon to be. Saquon's supposed to be doing this years ago.
No, I don't.
Talk to him, Smooth.
Stop. I think it's more impressive to come back from an injury because when you come back from an injury, you're not some people don't expect you to play the same way you're supposed to play. Some people don't expect you to move the same way you're supposed to move. And on top of that, previous years before, he did not have great years.
Did Saquon play better than McCaffrey?
Did Saquon play better than McCaffrey? I think yes. I think he had a better year than McCaffrey.
You got to also know CMC has one of the best O-lines he's running.
I don't care.
Joey, you
should care. It does matter. The Giants O-line's not anything like crazy.
You say he didn't perform well in the past years, but that's
previous years.
But that was because
before
the Giants were terrible. The Giants were terrible. They had a great draft this year, and they were expected to be a top team. With Saquon being yes. We had the Giants being.
We had them being competitive.
Bro, nobody had the Giants.
Top team is a stretch.
Going to be a top
let me
team
reword because y'all take everything I say specifically. We had them competing. Thank you, Chris. We had them competing.
You had them going to the playoffs?
We had them being better than the Jets, and we had the Jets being pretty good this year.
We had them being like a 500, above 500 team by a game. I'll be honest.
Nah, we didn't. We had them finishing last in the division, guys.
Yeah, we did not have the Giants going to the playoffs.
We had the Commanders being better than them.
Facts, we did.
Now. We all had the Commanders being better than them.
We did not have the Giants, and I was the only one on the Saquon train.
I don't know if I did either.
Yeah, you had the Commanders finish.
I think I said if Chase Young came back, I think that's what I said.
Man. And I was the only one saying that this division is going to be competitive.
You're just proving why Saquon should have won Comeback Player of the Year, Wayne. Like, come on now.
I think
Geno had a real comeback story. Like DL said, Saquon was a star already. He just had to come back from injury.
Bro,
Geno was a guy that was drafted to be the quarterback of the New York Jets. Supposed to be overall. We thought Geno was going to end up in the XFL, and now he's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Yeah,
that is comeback player of the year. He may not have come back from injury, but he came back and resurrected his career because Geno was supposed to be done, and we've never seen a quarterback do this. Like never, a quarterback that's supposed to be out of the league come back was freaking in MVP talks at some point in the season. Was considered a top 10 quarterback this season. Was a Pro Bowl, not a Pro Bowl replacement, but a definitive Pro Bowl quarterback this season. Gotta give that guy comeback player of the year.
How, bro?
I just told you how, bro.
But I'm just looking, bro, like he really, I guess, bro. I mean, when you look at it, it's not like they gave him a chance, and yes, he did his thing and worked out well for him. But I wasn't wowed because I wasn't like, oh, this guy came in and threw 40 touchdowns.
He threw 30.
He threw 30.
And like 4,000 yards.
11 interceptions.
That's a really good season. Down like 30 touchdowns.
I'm not saying
last year.
I'm throwing the stats out there. I didn't say the stats was terrible. What I am saying is that Saquon came back from an injury and ran for 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. I think that's more impressive than Geno. That's all I'm saying. I think that's more impressive.
And to Joe's, I'm gonna help your point. He's been hurt the last 2 seasons.
Facts. He hasn't been
off the same injury though.
But people said off of his injury 2 years ago when he only had 500 something yards on 13 games last year that he wasn't the same running back. That maybe they should
about
chop
Saquon.
him. Is what they were saying. Then he hurt that ankle, which took him out, I guess, the rest of the season.
And that's why he still don't have his contract.
And then he came back and ended up being like top 3 running back this year in terms of yards and stuff.
Like they definitely put pieces around
What
him,
pieces? The team is the same.
DL.
No, they're
The
not.
only
They
thing
drafted well,
the
bro.
only thing they improved was their right tackle, Evan Neal. Everything else was relatively the same on the offensive line.
It's the same thing. They didn't improve anything. He just came back and balled. That's it.
The only thing they improved was their defense, if we're being completely honest.
The Giants weren't terrible. They just didn't have Saquon. that's the
Giants,
problem.
Bro, the Giants
were ass.
Bro,
the
Giants were bad.
They didn't have a star.
Ass, bro.
Bro, you're ass if you spend $12 million on Kenny Galladay and he doesn't get one touchdown.
Daniel Jones was hurt too.
But I'm saying, bro. Saquon didn't play 2 years, and in the year before prior, he didn't have a good year. So throughout those 3 years, they were already talking bad about Saquon. Wayne was talking about. I remember Wayne talking bad about Saquon, and I was like, "No, Saquon's going to come back and he's going to ball." And it's not like he ran for just 1,000. He added 300 yards on top.
He got 1,300 yards. Yeah.
And 10 touchdowns. I think that's more impressive than Geno.
How is that more impressive?
Because Geno is not coming off of rehab, off of an injury. This
Joey, before the season started,
because he sucked.
Does he suck now?
Yeah, it's the system. It's the system because we leave. You see, Russ leaves. Look at Russ. Look, Russ is
guess
trash.
what? Before the season started, I can say the same thing for Saquon. He got the Brian Dable system, and that's why he's looking the way he's looking. When Russ got traded away, we thought this team would be fighting for Bryce Young. Well, guess what? They didn't. They made the playoffs, and they were competitive for a little while in the playoff game. And that's the quarterback, the guy who has the ball in his hand more than anyone else on the field. And 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's 30 touchdowns is amazing.
That's
numbers.
Impressive.
That's more touchdowns than Jalen Hurts.
Yep. That's
not
impressive.
total.
But not by much. Not by much. By five. Not by much.
Total.
5 is the difference between
But he
the game and 9.
He also threw 11 interceptions. I don't think
that's not too many.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not a lot.
Ratio.
That's a lot of interceptions.
3-to-1 ratio.
It's not good.
All right, but I do have one problem. I mean, I'm not really.
Patty threw 12. What are we saying?
That's still not good. But Patty, how many touchdowns Patty threw?
45.
Okay.
40.
So I'm not mad about Dabble winning Coach of the Year, but I do believe Doug Peterson probably should have won it.
Joe, he was third in the league in passing touchdowns, bro.
Talking about comeback player of the year. Okay.
Where was Saquon for rushing yards and touchdowns?
I think he was top 5.
Not third.
He's third, so even better.
Nah, he was 1, 2, 3. He was 4.
Top 5, so 4.
200 yards less than everybody else that's above him.
1,300 yards.
What about touchdowns?
Shut up.
Touchdowns, I think he was 5th.
He was 5th.
I'm wrong. He was he's
lower.
I don't think he scored a lot of touchdowns.
He got 10 touchdowns.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Because Jamal Williams probably
9.
was the leading fucking.
He's 9th.
9. Okay.
Top 10. Okay.
Top 10. I'm with that. 3 for touchdowns.
Top 3.
What about yards?
Saquon ain't top 3 and 9.
What about yards for Geno?
I got you.
Geno's at like 9. I've already checked it. He's
For
like
yards?
9, he's at 8 or 9. Yes.
The same thing.
3 and 5 and 3 and 9 ain't the same thing.
He got 5 for yards.
4, 5.
He was down on the list of like 8 or 9 when I checked.
He's 8. So he's 8 and 3, and he's 5 and 9. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Oh, whatever, man.
Moving goalposts.
Quarterbacks' asses here.
Not quarterbacks of asses.
Nah, I'm playing.
People got hurt.
I'll play it.
But yeah, that's that. The only person I also think Chris Jones should have won Defensive Player of the Year. But I'm not mad with Nick.
Fuck me, man. Fuck me.
What were you gonna say?
Doug Peterson should have got Coach of the Year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, taking the team that had the worst record last year, and taking them to the playoff and winning a playoff game, even though it's a regular season award, still impressive. I think Brian Dable got it because consistently throughout the year, the Giants were surprised. The Jaguars kind of rose to fame at the end of the season, so it's like too late. Brian Dable already had it sealed.
I also think that the Jaguars also added pieces to their team where the Giants didn't really added that many pieces to the team, and they still turned out to be pretty well. So,
all right. Next, Derek Carr tells the Raiders that they will have to release him, and he's not signing off on any trades because he has a no trade clause. How do we feel about this decision?
I think it's funny. He's like, no, you're not going to get to clear your cap space. You're going to have to cut me and eat this cap. Y'all don't want me? Fuck you. That's funny. I think he's still going to end up maybe there still with the Saints. I wonder if the Saints are like, hey, tell them that you don't want to come here and then get released. We'll still pick you up. So we don't got to lose anything.
I don't want to go to the Saints if I'm him.
I don't think I wouldn't want to go to the States. If I'm him, I would try to go to New York. Any quarterback that's trying to move the Jets is probably the biggest appeal in my eyes. They got the most potential going forward.
Man,
so it don't matter.
I mean, it just seems like he was just being a little salty about some things.
I'll do the same thing though. I'll tell him they're not trading me either.
Right. No, that's true. I mean, he probably wouldn't want to accept it anyways, but I think he's still going to the Saints. I think he still want to go to the Saints. He just don't want to accept the trade.
Yeah, his coach is there.
He don't want to help him out. So, I mean, I'll do the same shit. I'm petty. So, I have no problem in doing that. All right. Next, Aaron Rodgers is set to make a decision after being in 4 days of darkness. Do we think he retires or does he go and play somewhere else?
He's gonna play somewhere else.
I think he's playing somewhere else. I don't see him retiring.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I think he has something to prove.
His name has been linked to the New York Jets.
They was tweaking on him. They say, they don't want to hear anything about Aaron Rodgers again now that Mahomes got his second Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think he has something to prove, and he gotta go win another one. Or try.
That's
at
not
least.
happening. He's not.
You gotta try at least.
Try.
He can't come to AFC and do it. I'm gonna let you know that.
Yeah, he's not winning.
He's got to stay in the NFC.
If he comes to the AFC and beat everybody, that would be crazy. Because the last time we've seen Aaron Rodgers,
you know how many teams he has to go through?
Because he had Devontae, Aaron Jones, good old line.
He better not go to the Raiders.
But I don't remember last time. Damn, when we had a good defense. Did he have a good defense recently?
He lost to the 49ers.
This year he had a decent defense, and last year he had a good defense. And the year before that, they had a good defense.
Yeah, they only gave him 3 points when they lost to the 49ers.
Damn.
How about this? Do you see something where Derek Carr ends up going to Green Bay for a year, and because they have similar contracts?
Well, he's not getting traded, so.
Yeah,
oh, true. He's not.
Yeah, that's
traded.
not happening.
It's not happening.
All right, man. Let's get to now that the year's over, top 10s going into next year. And we're starting off with QBs. Chubb, start us off. Who is your number 10 QB?
My number 10 QB is the Cali native, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. Wow.
That is my number 10 as well.
Hey,
wow, that's for sure. He's not my number 10. He's my honorable mention, though.
Ain't no honorable mentions.
No, I want to throw a Daniel Jones in there as my honorable mention. Daniel Jones has to go off. Daniel Jones.
All right, Nate, bro.
Okay, Eli.
No, I'm just kidding though. But yeah, he is. I think he is gonna play well next year though. But my number 10 is Aaron Rodgers. I think next year he's gonna be probably the 10th best quarterback next year.
Kirk Cousins, boy.
Oh my God, bro.
I really do think Kirk Cousins is gonna play efficient. I'm not gonna say he's gonna ball, but he's gonna be efficient. He's always been efficient. Who knows? I actually win a playoff game this year.
Number 9, Chubbs.
My number 9 quarterback, if he can stay healthy and pass all his concussion tests, Tua Tagovailoa.
I also have Tua at number 9 as well.
All right. I got Geno at 9.
Oh, I'm sure he was talking. I
said you play well. I just thought Saquon played better. That's it.
I have Aaron Rodgers at number 9.
I got Aaron Rodgers at number 8.
At number 8, I have Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. You think Kyler Murray's gonna have a good year next year? Okay.
He didn't make my list.
I have
my list either.
I got Justin Herbert at 8.
Damn, that far back.
Oh yeah.
Might be a little low, but I got Deshaun Watson at number 8.
He ain't make my list either.
He did not.
Number 7, I piggyback off Joe. I got Justin Herbert at number 7.
I got Deshaun Watson at 7.
Cool. I got Tua at 7.
Justin Herbert at 7.
I got Wayne's favorite Goldilocks boy at number 6, Trevor Lawrence.
Nice.
I got Lamar Jackson at 6.
I have Lamar Jackson at 6 as well.
Trevor Lawrence at 6.
And number 5, I got Jalen Hurts.
At number 5, I have Jalen Hurts as well.
At number 5,
where the hell do you got Geno Smith at?
Not on my list.
I'm about to say.
At number 5, I got Trevor at number 5. I think Trevor.
I got Joe Burrow at 5.
Okay.
I got Lamar Jackson at number 4.
More at 4.
All right, I gotta kick Jared Goff out. So push everybody back.
Of course, you gotta kick Jared Goff out.
Yeah, Jared Goff's out. I had Herbert at 5. I had 4. I had Trevor motherfucking Lawrence.
Okay. At 4, I have Hurts.
At 4, I also have Hurts.
3, I got Josh Allen.
3, I got Josh Allen. This is all consensus.
I have Josh Allen at 3.
I got Lamar at 3.
Wait.
He already said Joe Burrow. He already said Joe
list.
Burrow.
He said Joe Burrow at number 5.
Already, so
I respect it. I like it, Dio. Number 2, I got Joe Burrow.
Wait, what? Hold on. Where you had? All right, what
let's go.
At number 2, I had Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow at number 2.
Josh Allen.
And then everybody's number 1 is Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, why is Joe? Why is Joe Burrow at 5?
He got Lamar at 4.
He can't play against the Ravens. Tell him.
Chris, why is he at 5? Because it's what?
He can't play against the Ravens. Team overrated.
No, because it says my list.
It's my list.
Oh, it's your list. Yeah, it's your list.
It's a terrible list.
Joe,
I ain't terrible. It's just I don't like that.
Top 5.
He don't like that. You put Lamar in the top 3. That's why he don't like that.
No, I just don't like that Joe Burrow.
Lamar could be in the top 3 if he's.
I don't like Josh Allen being 2. That's what I don't like.
I think if they get him a wide receiver 1 and he's on the team, he could make that leap. Yes.
Who, Lamar?
Who?
Yeah. They get him a real receiver. Yeah, maybe.
No. Give him AJ Brown.
I think if Josh Allen
get him like a Mike Evans that he
cut.
Receiving
quarterback. I think if Joe Burrow don't keep his receivers, then he might drop lower than that, bro.
He's losing one of them this year.
Guys, I did the wrong position for the other one.
You're trash.
You did.
He did running backs.
Think off the top of your head.
He did.
I did running backs, man. I was thinking about running backs. Oh man.
Hey, yeah, go off the top of your head, man.
All right,
we're going to receivers.
Talk, dude. Hold on, man. All right, go on. Let me
go last.
Yeah.
Number 10, Chubbs.
My number 10 receiver. This is probably the hardest one I had to think of. There's a lot of ones that deserve it. I got Mike Evans at 10.
Surprisingly, I got Cooper Kupp.
Hey, no way.
At 10.
He's actually not on my
list. Talking about going into next year, right? We talking about going next year?
We said who will be a top 10 receiver next year, right?
Okay. Yeah, top 10 receiver. You got
about
Cooper
him
right there. I got CD.
I got T. Higgins.
That's one I didn't think of.
And I got him there because I don't think he will be on the Bengals.
At number 9, I got CD Lamb.
Number 9, you got CD. Okay.
Number 9, I got Terry. Pending he gets a quarterback.
Okay. I have Amon St. Brown.
I have the same person. I'm Ross St. Brown at number 9 for me.
Number 8, I got Amon St. Brown.
At 8, I got D-Hop.
I'm going with Cooper Kupp at 8.
I got Amari Cooper at 8.
Amari.
Y'all gonna get on me for not having Cooper on it, but I don't know if he's
Yeah,
gonna stay healthy this year or not.
I think Amari getting
That's
too
why
old,
I haven't
man.
put him on it.
Who, Amari Cooper?
You getting too old.
It's me.
You're at 7, yeah.
I got
You put D-Hop on there. You said Amari Cooper getting too old?
D-Hop came back and was snapping.
I got Jalen Waddle at number 7.
Ah, my God.
Amari Cooper had 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns with Jacoby Brissett.
I got
Jacoby
my
all right,
guy
though.
Chubbs. My guy Chubbs.
Yep, Jalen.
Right.
I got Jalen at 7.
He was good
Waddle?
for y'all.
Yeah, Waddle.
Guy Chubbs.
We on 7?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got CD at 7.
I got the same as Chubbs at 7, Jalen Waddle.
I got Debo Samuel at 7.
My number 6 receiver next year, I got AJ Brown.
I have AJ as well. Sorry. I didn't know what's next.
AJ didn't make your top 5?
Nah. Right outside of it.
So Jamar made your top 5.
They catch on. They gonna catch on to AJ.
You can go ahead, Wayne. I'm still thinking about it.
I got CD Lamb.
What is this at 6?
6.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. I might have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ here.
At number 5, I got the guy that we said was better than AJ. I got Jamar Chase.
Same.
Okay.
That can easily switch. He can easily drop down to 6, and AJ can jump up to 5. But right now, I got him at because I do think one of them receivers gonna leave. So, Jamar's definitely gonna have a year.
You want me to go again, Joe?
Yeah, you can go.
I have 2 answers here. If the
Why
Jets,
you got 2 answers?
Listen to me. If
I was about to put him in there, but
if the Jets get Aaron Rodgers, I got Garrett Wilson. But if not, then I'll throw Cooper Kupp in here.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say Garrett Wilson.
You're gonna say Gary Wilson. So my 5 is Stephon Diggs.
My 4 is Stephon Diggs.
4 is also Stephon Diggs.
Oh yeah, I got Stephon 4.
You got Stephon at 4. I got Jamar at 4.
3 Chubbs.
I got Tyreek Hill at 3.
Devontae Adams at 3.
I got Devontae Adams at 3 as well.
Adams at 3.
I got Devontae Adams at 2.
I actually have J Jet at 2.
I got Tyreek Hill. Wait, hold on. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think you said
You at 2. You at 2.
All right.
Now Wayne didn't say one of them. Wayne fucked up. Wayne fucked
right.
up. Wayne fucked
All
up.
right, hold on. Let's take Jamar Chase at 5. I had who had 4?
You need to take Garrett Wilson out. That's a fucking
Yeah. I'm taking Garrett
Except
Wilson
Cooper
out.
Kupp.
I'm taking Garrett Wilson, Cooper Kupp out. Putting Chase at 5. Putting Diggs at 5. Putting Adams at 4. Putting Chase at 3. Hill at 2.
Okay. I got Justin Jefferson at 2.
I got Jay Jettas at 1.
Wait. You still missing one, Wayne?
No, he's
No,
not.
no.
He took Cooper
He's
out.
I took Cooper Kupp out, and I just replaced.
I didn't have Cooper in it because I don't know if he's going to be healthy.
I just moved Diggs to 5, Adams to 4, Chase to 3, Hill at 2, and Jettis at 1.
Okay.
Kupp could easily be in this list.
I got Hill at 1. I think Cooper. I mean, I just think Cooper Kupp he going to come back, but he not about to be Cooper Kupp.
I just
got
don't
Tyreek Hill at 1 as well.
I just don't think Stafford's going to be the same.
Damn, I got my list for running backs. Let's do that next week.
That's what we're going to be doing that next week. I just don't think Stafford's going to be the same. Like, he had a rough year last year, and he's coming back even more banged up.
Any quarterback can throw a 2-yard route. Just saying.
I get it, but like that's just 2 yards.
Yeah, that's what Cooper Kupp get.
No, he gets yak, but if he's not open,
that's why I got him at. That's why I got him at.
Let me tell you, Garrett Wilson will be a top 10 receiver.
He should.
If he gets a quarterback, he will. I wanted to throw him in there, but I don't think he's going to get a quarterback. I think he's going to be stuck with nobody.
I don't think if T. Higgins go anywhere. I think if I don't care where he at, he's going to be top 10 next year.
I don't think so.
He has to have an opportunity to be wide receiver 1.
I don't think so. I mean, if he goes somewhere, he's going to be a wide receiver 1 if he go to some certain.
He's a wide receiver 2 right now, Wayne.
I was okay. Jalen Waddle is a wide receiver 2. You had him top 10.
But Jalen Waddle was top 10 this year, though.
That's what I thought out there. Devontae Smith was better than T. Higgins this year.
He's an honorable mention for me.
Devontae who?
Devontae Smith.
He did have the yards this year.
He did. Is it me or is it? Oh, never mind.
I think we're done with that. With the wide receiver quarterbacks, we're either doing our pass rush duos or Mount Rushmore. What are we doing?
What you said? I didn't hear what you said.
Devontae Smith was better than T. Higgins this year. Devontae Smith greater than T. Higgins this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to put up a lot of stats.
I was just saying.
Their offense is better.
The offense was better, but they have the better receiving core. Which one is it? Which one is it, Wayne?
I'm talking about the running game.
No, we're talking about the running game.
That's crazy. An effective running game.
All right, Dwayne, you always just trying to move the goalposts. Go ahead.
Now I'm the goalposts because I answer your question.
Let's just go to the Mount Rushmore, bro.
This is crazy. Because if I disagree, I move the goalposts.
Because you always just beating around everything.
And does not an effective run game allow you to throw the ball easier? Or am I tripping? Allow you to have more one-on-one coverages because there's 8 in the box because they're afraid of your run.
Which is why it wasn't more one-on-one.
Yes, it was. Listen, I'm going to give you a question that was asked to Devontae Smith on Super Bowl weekend, which was, why do you think teams leave you guys in single coverage? Because he said they have to pick their poison and they feel they have a better chance of stopping us versus stopping our run game. That's word for word. I can send you the video clip if you would like it too. So yes, those guys were.
Devontae Smith was better than T. Higgins this year. Go to the Mount Rushmores.
That's your opinion.
No, that's what stats say.
Oh man.
Stats will tell you Stephon Diggs was not the best receiver in the league, but you say he is.
Ability
he's better than Cooper Kupp.
Ability
you would say he was better than Cooper Kupp, and he wasn't based on stats. So that's not what stats say.
So Diggs isn't just better than Cooper Kupp. I would say Devontae Smith better. I would say Devontae
not based on stats.
I would say Devontae Smith is better than him based off ability as well. So I mean,
based off production,
better than T. Higgins based off ability.
No,
they both could be wide receiver 1s on any team.
I mean, I just don't think he's better than T. Higgins.
Huh? All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the Mount Rushmores. The first Mount Rushmore we have is the Washington Commanders, formerly known as Washington blank.
The what? Say that. What you just said?
He's not trying to say what their former name was.
Washington. Okay, the Commanders. All right.
I kick it off. I got Joe Theismann, Darrell Green, Sean Taylor. Sorry about that. And Art Monk.
Art Monk? Ooh. Go ahead, Chubbs.
I got Darrell Green, Art Monk, London Fletcher.
Ooh.
And this guy was a big part of their championships, but John Riggins. He's a fullback, and he has 3 1,000-yard seasons at the fullback position.
You did not name Sean Taylor?
No, didn't.
You didn't name. Talking about Wayne, you didn't name.
John Riggins is a big part of the team, by the way. I wouldn't have put Theismann. I don't know what you're doing with Theismann.
Doug Williams.
Doug
Sean
Williams is
Taylor,
up there too.
Darrell Green and Art Monk, the only black quarterback to win a championship with the Redskins.
Joe Theismann won the 2 Super Bowls and won one.
Bro, hold on. Yeah. Well, y'all talking
only
about?
black quarterback.
Shout out to Doug. He almost made my list.
Yeah. Almost.
Just trying to fuck out of Joe Theismann, bro.
Facts.
Only Black History Month. Honor Black History Month.
I picked Sean Taylor.
Williams,
Yeah, you got Sean Taylor on there.
I picked 3 other black guys, and I'm not honoring Black History Month.
Damn, man. Mine's a little different. I guess it's me just watching them. But Joe, I got Darrell Green, Sean Taylor, and I put Clayton Portis on there.
Joe Gibbs.
I almost put Champ Bailey on there.
I almost put Clinton on there too, Joe. I almost put him on there. That's between him and Joe Theismann.
I almost put LeVar Arrington also.
Why the fuck you just tried Joe Theismann like that?
Yeah, why?
I just think there was other guys that because
he won the Super Bowl and won the 2.
Yes, but if you look up,
because you don't know
greatest quarterbacks, if you look up greatest quarterbacks, and I'm not saying he is because he's played back with those leather helmets. But they say Sammy Ball is the best quarterback in that franchise.
Don't he have an award named after him or something like that?
No, he has a broken knee or ankle named after him.
Your quarterback ever threw a touchdown sitting down?
I never heard of that shit.
You ain't see. Yeah, I remember that when he did that.
Theismann's known for the blind side.
All right, man. Let's go to the Giants.
All right. Yeah, I could go off with the Giants, man. I got LT. I got Eli Manning. I got Michael Strahan. And I put my dog Odell.
Okay. I got LT, Mike Strahan, Eli Manning, and I got Tiki Barber.
Here's a good one.
I have the exact same, Chris. Eli, LT, Michael Strahan, Tiki.
I have Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan, Tiki Barber.
I swear if you leave out
O.C. Umanura.
Justin
Shockey.
Justin Tuck.
No, you're not.
I'm actually not mad at that.
No.
I'm actually not mad at
He's
that.
nasty for that.
You gave me that look for Odell, and you put Jeremy Shockey in there?
Eli Manning.
Odell didn't play 2 fucking seasons for the Giants.
But you left out Eli Manning. You left out
Yeah,
Eli Manning, who beat the undefeated Patriots.
I'm not mad at
I
Jeremy
don't like
Shockey.
Eli. This is me just not liking him.
You're crazy. That's hate. Get
Shockey.
out your heart. Get hate out your
I
heart.
really was gonna put Justin Tuck, bro. I just want one of the offensive player.
JPP.
Next, we got the Jackson.
Hold on, wait. He said Odell only played 2 seasons for the Giants, bro. Odell played 5 seasons. There was only 1 season he didn't play the entire season, and he only played 4 games that season. This man had 1,000 yards, even games that he did not, seasons he did not finish. He only played 12 games and still had 1,000 yards.
But
what are you talking? And the first 3 years, Odell was breaking the record of fastest person to get to these yards. So what the hell are you talking about, Wayne?
But what impact? What impact?
Did you see Jeremy Shockey stats? Did you see what he did?
He's balling.
He was not balling.
I don't agree with Shockey.
I'm taking Plexico over both.
He was not balling, right?
But Joe,
give me Mario Manningham.
What has Odell done legacy wise at the Giants?
Give me Victor Cruz.
He broke records there.
He got one catch.
He broke records there.
He had one great catch that took his career.
He broke records. I'm telling you right now. He broke records.
Odell was that dude for the
Got
Giants.
beat by Josh Norman.
But he's not the best receiver in their franchise.
Bro, Josh Norman was a dog, bro.
If he would
back in Carolina, bro.
He broke the record for
if he stayed there, yes, but he's not the best receiver to come out of that franchise.
Give me Money Tumor.
Who?
Plexico is the best receiver in Giants history.
Plexico Burrows.
Why? What did you say?
Burress.
Plexico.
This isn't Joe. Plexico Joe Burrows.
All right, man. Let's go ahead with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Shoot yourself in the leg.
I'll go. Fuck it. Fred Taylor, Mark Brunell, Maurice Jones-Drew, and Calais Campbell.
Calais Campbell having the best defense on.
I got Fred Taylor, MJD, John Henderson, and Marcus Stroud.
Yeah, like wait, Calais Campbell not even the best defensive lineman that ever played for them.
That's cool. That's my list.
My list.
Y'all keep saying that dumb shit. I got Fred Taylor, Jimmy Smith, Maurice Jones-Drew, and John Henderson.
Hey, man. I got Fred Taylor, Jimmy Smith, Mark Brunell, and Jalen Ramsey.
I ain't missed something with my foot on there, bro.
Jalen Ramsey became the best corner in the league in Jacksonville. So, I mean.
Yeah, he did.
All right, let's go with the Tennessee Titans.
I got Steve McNair, Earl Campbell, Warren Moon, and I wanted to put Eddie George, but since Derrick Henry is going to break all his shits, Derrick Henry I have on the Mount Rushmore over Eddie George.
So why you put Earl Campbell on there?
You got two. You got two running backs and two quarterbacks. That's why
Earl Campbell's up there too.
You could have put Chris Johnson.
But you just said he's gonna break all of Eddie George records, but you put a person that didn't. That Eddie George
because Earl Campbell. No, people say Earl Campbell's better than Eddie George.
What do you think?
I agree because I looked at their stats.
Have you? No, you tripping, bro.
Bro. I'm not putting 3 running backs on it though.
That's cool. I mean, that's yours. That's your Mount Rushmore.
Derrick Henry's better than Eddie George, in my opinion.
All right.
When it's all said and done.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I got Steve McNair, Keith Bullock, Eddie George, and Javon Kearse.
That's what I'm talking. You know ball, Joe.
This one, yeah. I mean, you going win.
Yeah, I got Keith Bullock, Steve McNair, Eddie George, and Javon Kearse. Nobody got Albert Hainsworth?
I seen him on there.
He was gonna make my Commanders list.
This one, I mean, for me, this one was hard too. Like, I mean, it's, all those good names. Steve McNair. I had him, but I chose Warren Moon over Steve McNair. I had Eddie George, but I chose Earl Campbell over Eddie George. I have Javon Kearse, and I also have Derek Mason.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that either.
But Keith
a lot of good names. And then you got Chris Johnson, who went over 2,000 2 seasons in a row.
CJ2K.
And you could also put in just a legacy and big play that Dyson is linked to the Titans because of that what's it called? That return.
The miracle. Keith Bullock was a fucking dog.
He was. I did think about him, but I don't know.
All right. Let's go. We're gonna rate these pass rush duos. So you have Shaq Barrett, Simeon Rice for the Bucks, Jeffrey Simmons, Javon Kearse, Kayvon Thibodeau, LT, Von Miller, Bruce Smith. I don't know why he put Von Miller here. Zadarius,
he's current Bill.
Smith, Jared Allen, Reggie Wright, Son Reddick, DeMarcus Ware, Micah Parsons, Brian Burns, Julius Peppers, TJ Watt, James Harrison, Deacon Jones, and I almost said Anthony Davis, Aaron Donald.
He saw AD.
So just how many names?
It's 10. It's 10.
All right, who do you guys have number 10?
I did look at like averages, see what all them players did in their time and the guys current. I got number 10. I got the Titans with Jeffrey Simmons and Kearse. There's better D tackles on this list, and there are guys that have played in that time period with Kearse that have way more sacks that are on this list. So I got them at 10.
I have them at 10 as well.
I got the total sacks for each group if you guys want. Yeah.
Move, Joe.
Yes, I do have them. I have them there as well. at 10.
Same.
Number 9.
I'm just looking through, making sure I do. Yeah.
Lane's gonna hate me, but my number 9 is actually Steelers with
That
TJ
makes
Watt
fucking
and
sense,
James
man.
Harrison.
I'm missing the fucking team.
By the way, if you're saying it doesn't make any sense because there's like TJ Watt's defensive player of the year and whatnot, there's a ton of defensive player of the years in this group.
That's not why I didn't say it didn't make sense.
It's fine. Steelers account for 162 total sacks.
I just don't understand how you have Brian Burns and Julius Peppers above them. So I'm going with James Harris. I'm going with that as one.
Who's your 9? Who's your 9?
The Panthers. Julius Peppers.
Panthers aren't that far.
Yeah. That's who I have as 9.
Did Dio go?
Hold on.
All right, cool. Got it.
Vikings, man.
That's crazy.
Vikings at 9.
Cool.
I just had to make sure. Okay.
I got the Panthers at 8.
I got the Vikings at 8.
I have the Vikings at 8.
Panthers at 8.
I got the Vikings at 7.
How do you have the Vikings at 7 but the Steelers at 9?
Crazy.
Because the Vikings total sacks between the two.
Jared Allen's not better than TJ Watt, and James Harrison is better than Darius Smith.
190 and a half sacks total to James Harrison and TJ Watt's 100.
So that's what you just going off. You just going.
I'm talking about pass rushing, sacks, getting to the quarterback.
Just based off stats.
Getting to the quarterback.
All right, cool. I'm sure we all seen these guys play, but it's not most of them at least.
James Harrison, first 5 years in the league, he was a special teams player.
Good for you, man. That's my list, man.
That is my list bullshit. Gotta stop, bro.
You got to stop getting butthurt about my opinion.
Can't stop saying stupid shit, bro.
Bro,
We've seen them play, and the two players are visibly
you only
better
do this when your Steelers are not in the position you think they should be in.
No, I do that for everything.
No, you don't.
Bro.
You do it. You do
I
it
do that
extra.
for
You do it extra
everything,
for your
bro.
Steelers. Every time I put something up with the Steelers, you have something to say with my rankings.
Who was your 8?
My 8th was the Panthers, who had 197 and a half sacks combined.
I ain't trying to stats, man.
I don't care, Wayne. You can get upset. It's my list.
No bullshit.
That's good for you.
The Vikings should be near 10. They should be like.
I have them at 7.
They're 9.
Stop crabbing.
We got 8. Wait, so what number are we on?
We're at. I just did my 7th. So
7. Give me Shaq Barrett and Simeon Rice.
That's my 7 as well. The Bucks.
My 7 is the Bills.
that's insane. My number 6 is.
Wait, nah. Hold up, bro. What?
That's insane. That's insane. You can trip about that.
No, DL, what?
You can trip about that. DL, you know
Bruce Vaughn Miller, the all-time sack leader, at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Smith had 200 sacks in his career.
Bro.
Okay, it's his list though.
No, it's not. Stop saying that shit, bro. You guys was at 9 above the fucking. At this time, a top 3 passers still are at 7.
Oh my god.
My number 6 is the Bucks.
You got the Bucks up there. That's crazy.
I got the Giants at 6.
Why is that crazy?
You got the Giants at 6?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy.
I mean, Kayvon is
the
young
best
as
defensive
hell.
player of all time, and
But Kayvon is young as hell. But I
who's only
think
played
Kayvon
one
is
season.
still a beast.
Come
though.
on, bro.
Like,
He still played like 12, 13 games, only had 4 sacks.
then why the hell you put him on here? Why you put somebody else?
That's because we're put LT. Who's the youngest guy on that team? Who's the passer on that team?
We got 10 damn teams. You could have made it 9.
Bro, you so butthurt about the Dolphins not being on it, dude.
I mean, I'm just saying you could have just took him off if that's the case. If that's what you're gonna put, but whatever.
So
that's fine. But that is not my 6.
Wait, who said the 6? Wayne said Giants.
Yeah,
you said
6.
I said Bucks at 6.
I know you said. I know what you said at 6. I can't put LT at 6. I just can't do it, bro.
It's because of Kayvon Thibodeau, bro.
I think he's going to be really nice, so I can't put him at 6.
Okay.
So, damn, this is where it got hard for me.
They gotta be at 6, bro. They gotta be at 6, Joe. You don't want to do it, but they gotta be at 6.
I don't want to.
They gotta be at 6.
It's like LT just overshadows everybody on this list, though.
And then Kayvon Thibodeau.
Everybody?
Yes, everybody.
I don't know about that, man.
Everybody.
He's the greatest defensive player of all time behind.
Like everybody, bro. Like I don't.
Yo, no, don't let her sneak that bullshit.
Like fuck.
Everybody, bro.
So I'm not gonna put him at. That's gonna be. I'm gonna have to switch some things around, but that's gonna be my 5 right now.
Yo, how you skip 6? Joe, he's 6, bro. Put him at 6.
No. If he can be I'm putting 6. I'm putting the Eagles.
Come on, Joe.
Why? I think LT is better than Reggie.
It's not by a wide margin.
Yeah. So, and I think Hassan Reddick
it's way better than Kayvon Thibodeau.
He just started, and I think Kayvon's
my point exactly.
I think
Joey.
Kayvon's going to be better than him. I think
you
Kayvon's
heard what
going to.
Joe State, he said you're an average guy with some flash plays.
No, listen, man. I think Kayvon is going to be better than a lot of people coming up in the league, man. I really think
you're just being nasty because you don't want to put LT in his rightful position at 6.
I'm not being nasty.
What Chuck should have did was put Dexter Lawrence in here, and then you would have had a case. But Kayvon Thibodeau is there, so put him at my number 6.
He put Kayvon.
Me and Chubbs messed up. We should have switched the names.
I did have him check it, so
he did have him check it. I missed that one. I forgot about Dexter Lawrence. But guess what, Joey? He's 6. Stop.
He's 5. No, he's 5.
I mean, all right.
They interchangeable to me right now.
Yo, did you say you're 5th?
The Bucks are 6 for me.
6 is the Bucks. So hey, I'm not far off. Joey, you're not far off. My number 5 is the Giants.
That's for my Giants.
Where's your 6?
My 6 is the Bucks.
You put the Bucks.
I guess your list all fucked up because you had the Vikings one hour. All right. 5th, I have.
Damn, I'm mad, bro.
I have the Eagles at 5.
So what you? You're right next to each other, arguing with me, bro.
It don't matter because the way you being you did that because you said you started off. I can't pull LT at 6. So you just saw that.
Well, my 5 is the Giants, so I got the Giants at 5.
In what world are the Cowboys better than the Giants, bro?
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're tripping.
What?
Yo, you're wilding.
You're wild. You're fucked up. Like putting Bruce Smith and Lauren Miller at 7.
You're wild.
So please stop it. Yeah.
The Cowboys are 5 for me, bro.
The Cowboys.
Yeah. 4 for me.
Come on, wait. You have the Giants. He got Giants out for him. Lord have mercy.
4 with me is the Eagles.
My 4 is Steelers.
The what?
The Steelers.
Steelers. Oh snap! Yeah, I got the Steelers there as well.
I got the Giants at 4, bro.
It wasn't that far from me.
I got Cowboys 3.
Got the Cowboys at 3.
I got the Cowboys as 3 as well. Don't you do it, Johnny. Don't you fucking put the Rams at 3.
What?
The Giants.
Yeah, no, I already said the Giants, man. I didn't have the Cowboys there. I actually had the Bills there
Wow. Okay.
at 3.
I got the Eagles.
What are we doing right now?
What, man?
My number 2 is the Rams with AD and Deacon Jones.
No, why are the Eagles 3? Why are the Bills 3? No, where you have? Give me a headache, bro.
What? Where you got the Eagles at?
5.
You got the Eagles at 5?
Yes.
I already
No.
said the Eagles.
In what world is Bruce Smith and Von Miller not better than Hassan Reddick? And I give you Reggie White, but Hassan Reddick, bro.
I didn't say I already have the
DL know I'm talking
to. I was like, what?
DL.
So he still got. No, bro. I think Hassan Reddick can become better.
Then
Honestly,
Von Miller?
Nah.
I mean, Von Miller, his career is depleting because he's
We
still
talking about prime, motherfucker. Don't do that.
I'm talking about the fact that he's still playing, bro. And I'm thinking about
yeah,
going lately. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah.
Hassan Reddick had 0 sacks in the Super Bowl. Von Miller was a Super Bowl MVP.
That's a fact. He was non-existent in the Super Bowl.
Hassan Reddick still has time. He's not in his prime yet.
This nigga old. What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
he's not young. He's like right in his prime right now.
He's like year 8 in the
He got
league,
time.
bro.
He still got time. He still got time, bro.
He played like 5
But it's just
seasons.
like, bro, it's just like it's like Reggie White. Like, come on, bro. Like the pair, like you just can't try. Like you can't try Reggie White. You can't try LT. You can't try. You know what I'm saying?
But you tried Bruce Smith.
I'm not trying them. They where they need to be.
No, what? All right, keep going. Number 2.
I got the Bills at number 2.
Yeah, Bill.
Who?
You got
Bills?
Bill. He got Bills at number 2. At number 2, I have the Cowboys.
2, I got the Rams.
1, I got Bills.
1, I got the Rams.
1, I have the Rams.
So, yeah, what's your 1?
Damn, no. This man was unreal at the Rams, bro.
Deacon Jones, right?
Bruh.
Yeah, Deacon Jones.
Bruh.
He had 173 and a half sacks from the DN / D tackle position.
Yeah,
Oh.
one I got.
Yeah, because I'm running a 3-4 and I put them both at the tackle.
Oh
Let's
my
fuck it up
God,
today.
him and AD would be crazy.
Yeah, the Steelers that one.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
You didn't have to steal that one. Yeah,
Yeah, the
you
Steelers
lied.
that one, bro.
That's my
Bro,
dog.
DJ Watt and James Harrison, bro. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, you know,
all
No
these
way.
pass rush duos,
Yo.
besides, all these pass rush duos would be fucking stupid if they were
Facts, big facts.
fair it up.
the
I was
Bills.
saying, so where would me and Chubb I was talking earlier? Where would JT, Jason Taylor, and
Jordan Phillips,
yeah,
They're right above the Titans.
they're better than the Titans. They're better than the Panthers.
I don't think so. Brian Burns is better than Phillips.
They're the same. Phillips is Brian.
Yeah.
I'll get Brian Burns because Brian Burns finishes and Phillips does it.
yeah, okay.
And Peppers is nice. Come on now.
No, Julius Peppers nice. But Jason Taylor was that nice.
I would put you
Jason
at.
Taylor,
I would
bro.
put Dolphins at 9 if they were on this list.
I ain't mad at that.
But just a little clarification, Dio. You know, Von Miller had 125 sacks, and this man not Deacon Jones. Bruce Smith has 200 sacks. Bruce Smith has about eight all pros, first team. Von Miller has 3, 2-time Super Bowl champ, MVP, defensive rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, 8-time Pro Bowler. And then Bruce Smith has 11 Pro Bowlers, 2-time defensive player of the year.
Okay, and you have Aaron Donald as probably the best defensive player ever. You have that, right? JJ
Correct.
Watt not JJ Watt, I'm sorry. TJ Watt, defensive player of the year, and probably one of the best pass rushers. Well, will be one of the best pass rushers to go down in history. Reggie White. These are all people that I'm naming who I put above
Didn't
Reggie White.
Didn't TJ break the record?
Yeah. Didn't he?
Yeah.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah.
It was last year.
But I'm saying you're telling me his duo with James Harrison is better than.
James Harrison's a beast, bro. Why are you
I'm not
James,
trying
bro?
James Harrison, but James Harrison not better than Bruce Smith, not better than Von Miller.
The only reason you're saying that,
the
only reason you're saying that as well because of the stats.
He not better than Jared Allen though.
But you're saying that you're saying that because of stats. But like again, James Harrison didn't
force, bro.
He didn't start playing like as much until later on. So, but when he started playing though, come on.
I get it.
There's
guys on this list that made. There's guys on this list that
for 101 yards.
There's guys on this list.
Touchdown in Super Bowl history.
There's guys on this list that made All-Pro their rookie year.
I don't know.
Jared Allen or Zadarius
I know because I looked at that.
We're talking about people in their prime.
Is it Jared Allen or Zadarius Smith?
No. Hold on. Jared Allen might actually be one of them.
I'm not just going off stats. I'm just going off of like
ability.
You got to look up accolades too.
Yeah, the ability, what we see on TV, bro. Like,
Jared Allen was great. What you talking about?
James Harrison, bro. That man's still benching 5,000 pounds as we speak.
Jared,
this is crazy. I don't know, man.
Do better, Chubbs. Do better.
Bro, you're telling me do better. This dude had 22 sacks in a season.
I was just messing with you, bro. I was just messing with you, dog.
22 sacks in a single season.
I don't know, man. I might have one of them a little bit low, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know, bro.
You do got Vaughn. You do got Vaughn a little bit low. They should be top. They should be top 3. They should be top 3.
It's not a little bit low.
Top 5, maybe top 5.
They should be top 3. Top 3, bro. There's no way.
Top 2. That's what we should.
Bro, the most sacks James Harrison had in a season is 16, and he only touched double digits 2 other times out of a 16-year career.
Who's this?
James Harrison.
Calling James Harrison.
He had 3 seasons where he had double-digit sacks. That's it. 16 years. There's guys on this list that have way more than that. Double-digit sacks in the seasons.
I don't think Chubbs
that's the same thing with Zadarius Smith, though.
I don't think Chubbs listened.
You're listening too much on Zadarius.
Didn't play that much.
You're so butthurt. I had Steelers at 8. I have Zadarius and them at 7. So like, stop being so butthurt about one.
I don't seasons. Like everybody. AD can be considered one of the greatest defensive players of all time. LT the same thing. Reggie White the same thing. So I'm just like, I'm not really.
You just wilding that Bruce Smith and Von Miller are not on your list. When Bruce Smith,
they on my list.
They at 7, and Von Miller has 120 plus sacks, defensive Super Bowl MVP, and Bruce Smith leads the NFL all time in sacks.
Yeah, don't you have who you have ahead of them?
A lot of people, 7, 6 other.
You got the Bucks ahead of them, which is crazy to me. Like that's nuts.
They could be at 6. I switched them in the Bucks.
No, keep going down.
That's it.
Keep going down, man. All right, man. Before we head up out of here, y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people?
Yeah, man. I want to say, football season is over. We still got off season, but we're gonna give y'all some more better takes on basketball. I'm focused a little bit more on basketball since football is over. But nah, man, we appreciate all the comments, all the messaging, and we see y'all fighting on our comment section.
I love that. Keep fighting in the comment section.
Love it, man. We love the debates. Let's keep it going, man. And I just want to say that's it. That's all I want to say.
Listen, goal for the end of the month is for you guys to help us get to 100 subscribers. The quicker we get to 100, the quicker we get to 1,000. The quicker we get 1,000, the more we might start doing live shows for y'all to react to us in real time. So appreciate everybody that listens each and every week, man. Got some more shorts and reels coming to you guys. I'll argue about us later. So Smooth, Chubbs, anything I want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah. Lamar Jackson's better than Jalen Hurts.
He never been to the Super Bowl.
Hey,
Jalen
hey,
Hurts got
hey,
more playoff wins than Lamar Jackson.
guess what?
Already.
Guess what? That don't mean no goddamn thing to me. They got the same amount of Super Bowl wins. 0.
They got more playoff wins.
That's cool.
Man, why can't we just appreciate two
bro.
young black quarterbacks
I am getting tired of you guys saying this because he's
playing
made
well,
it 1
you know what I'm
year.
saying?
He's better.
Jesus Christ.
He's made it 1 year.
Joe
Deshaun
Burrow better
Watson,
than Lamar Jackson.
Deshaun Watson about to win before all 3 of them. So
Deshaun Jackson.
Crazy.
Deshaun Watson.
It's a little wild. I'm keeping all these clips too because I hope he shits the bed, and I'm not even trying to be a
Man, worry about your quarterback. Hopefully they keep him, bro.
bro. They already said that they're gonna tag him if they don't get a deal done.
They might tag him and trade him. That's I also heard that as well.
Bro,
so.
you're going off of coulda, woulda, shouldas, bro. Ifs.
So coulda, woulda, shoulda. They probably would tag him. So what are you talking about?
They literally say if they don't get a deal with them, they're going to tag Lamar Jackson. They're going to.
There you go.
No. They're going to.
The same way you just told me.
They're going to.
Right? If.
But listen what I said.
That contract until I see it in ink.
Listen to difference.
They
Wayne.
tagged
listen
him.
To this, Joe.
It ain't work out, bro. It ain't work out, man.
They're
you
going
still got
to
a
tag
quarterback.
him. If they don't get a contract done, they're going
Your
to tag
quarterback
him.
is Tyler Huntley right now, man.
Okay, man. So if I look up the Ravens roster, it's gonna be just say Tyler Huntley.
It's still your quarterback right now.
Is it gonna say Tyler Huntley?
Your quarterback.
Is it gonna
Lamar?
No.
Lamar don't
Time out.
We might bring him home.
You're talking ifs, coulda, woulda, shouldas. If I check up the roster right now, his name's not gonna be on there.
It probably will be.
Okay,
but that's still not your quarterback.
That's a given.
Until
that's a
they
fact.
sign
That's
that,
a given. That's a fact, right?
Until they sign that.
That's a given.
Until they
that's a
sign
fact,
that,
though.
he's not your quarterback.
But his name's on the roster, so he must be my quarterback.
His contract's coming. It's about to be up.
Tyler Huntley only got one less Pro Bowl than Lamar.
Joey's so gullible. Joey's so gullible.
Like Tyler Huntley literally only have one
so
less
gullible.
Pro Bowl, bro. Come on.
Joey's so gullible. Hey,
he's the best backup in the league. Make him a starter.
Continue to be part of the sheep.
The sheep.
Yeah.
What do y'all?
I really hope Lamar gets traded. So Chuck's gonna be
we some wolves.
Got some birds. That's for sure.
You can come to New England. You can come to New England, get rid of Mac Jones, pick up Odell, D-Hop, and be right back in there. You know what I'm saying?
On that,
what you talking about? New England?
Yeah. I'm telling you.